Okay, so following our latest tutorial, we just saw how to deploy a very simple Python application function using AWS Lambda function and AWS uh, serverless application modeler. We are going to see now how to make some modifications to this function in order not just to print a message on screen, but to create a JSON file and store it in AWS S3 object storage. And in order to do that, I'm going to copy some code that have already previously uploaded into this GitHub repository. The repository is going to be available in the comments and in the description of the video down below. So after having copied this code that I have here, I'm going to click Control S on my keyboard to save. And here I'm going to start again with some deploy. Some build, sorry, some build. And then some deploy. And since this time I didn't hit guided, it's going to automatically update my function. So I can see here, instead of having Hola Mundo nuevamente, I'm going to hit yes, deploy this change set. Later, when in my Explorer, update this. Let's give it a few seconds. It says update complete, updation complete, completed, update complete, well, whatever. No, not, we need to click here in update. And when we click update, we can see that the function has been updated already. So you can see here that the code that I have pasted here has been updated here. What is it that we are doing here? Here we are just importing some dependencies. We are saying, hey, this is the bucket, the AWS S3 bucket in which you are going to save the information. We have some function to generate random date time. We have this create JSON function which creates some dummy data, some random data using this Faker library. And we are generating things such as a unique user ID, a name, an email, a phone, a country, a fake address, a random salary, a random age, a random date of birth, and a random joint date. And here key is the key, the path, the folder to which we are going to save this document, this JSON. And here is the complete JSON path. It will be s3 dot / the name of the bucket, this folder, and then this subfolder, and then this other subfolder. And then at the end, we are going to save the file with this name, .json. And we also have this function to save such file. And well, here, just a couple of lines, like to create the key, the file name. We are creating the object in memory, and then we are going to create an object that is going to be saved as bytes. And then we execute this operation, put, and the object that we are going to save. And in the Lambda handler, we are only orchestrating the previous function that we just have created, create JSON with no arguments, and then save JSON to S3 with this argument, the document, the JSON document that we have just created from this function, which is the one that comes in this return. So let's try to execute this directly in the console. I'm going to click on test. And then this function again has a particularity that is not requiring any key from this dictionary event, although it is required. And we are passing a dictionary is not using any of the keywords, so it doesn't matter what we passed onto that dictionary so far. In other further examples, we are going to use actual values with this dictionary. And we can see that at the moment of executing this application, we have this message unable to import app, no module name maker. And this is because we are using this module that is not a standard module from the Python library. And when we are using Lambda functions, AWS Lambda functions, in order to import libraries that are not part of the standard Python library, we need to add something called layer, which is here, this one here. So I'm going to click on edit. And also I have previously uploaded these layers that I have built. And what these layers represent is a zip folder of the library that you need to install. So if you want to add a NumPy library, a pandas library, a request library, or a faker library, you just need to create a zip folder with that particular library. This is what it is. It's a zip folder basically. So we are going to click on add and then save. So we have added this faker layer. And now we're going to click on test. And now it's taking a little bit more of time. And it says error task timeout after 3 seconds. Let us modify the timeout of the function here in our template. It says timeout 3. Let's pass it to 60. Control save. And then again, I'm going to hit SAM build. And then SAM deploy. And now I should see that here in configuration from timeout from 3 seconds, we should see that it changes to 60. We could have also clicked edit here and change it manually here to 60. Any of the options is valid. We can see here that it already updated. And now we are going to the code again. And now we are going to click test again. We are having some error which says action denied, access denied. We are not authorized to. Okay. So basically, this is an error with the role that was created for us. And I believe this has to do with the YAML file that we have here. And since I am not very good at fixing these YAMLs, I'm going to open here my session of Amazon Q, which I have previously configured again. And I'm going to ask him or ask it about this error, hoping that it will fix my file for me. So what it says is that we need to add this policy, or if you only need write access, I use this. Would you like me to update your YAML? Yes. And now I should see some changes in my YAML. Here I can see that it inserted 3 lines and it deleted 0 lines. Where are those lines? Here. This is the lines that we were missing in this YAML file. Policies, S3 root policy. So let's try again building and then deploying. Some build, some deploy. And we are going to test again from the console. Click yes, deploy. And now I'm going to click test again. And now that I have clicked test again, I can see the proper response that I was expecting, which says the user ID that has been created, name, email, phone, nationality, address, salary, age, date of birth, join date, JSON path. And if we go to this file, to this path here, so if I go here, S3, and then I go to this bucket, and then this folder, and then the fix, JSON. You can see this is a file that has just been created. So let us execute this function again, test, and then test. And for each execution, I should see one folder, one folder with a random date because date is being generated randomly. For example, the latest folder was 1994, but the path is 2020, September 2nd, 2020. This one, the file has just been created a few seconds ago. And if I download this file, and then I open it, I can see that it is, how can I format this? Well, you can see that it is this JSON that we just created with this same data. Caraor, same, from El Salvador. So now that we know the quickest way to create a JSON file, on the following video, we are going to check out how to set up a trigger. So for each file that gets deposited into these folders, we have a row inserted into a database containing the information from each of the files. That's what we are going to do on the next video. Thanks for your attention.